Welcome and hello there. Let's have a go with several fascinating and rather unusual facts, shall we? It's always our pleasure to delight and entertain you. Right then, let's go for it. The world's oldest piece of chewing gum is 9,000 years old. Can you believe that? Well, you can. It was discovered in Finland in the 1990s next to some bones, and the gum was made from birch bark pitch, a tar-like resin. DNA was extracted from the gum and revealed information about the people who chewed it and the estimated time period, naturally. Do you like eating rhubarb? It can be heard growing, you know. Really? That's because it can grow so quickly that it makes popping, creaking, and squeaking sounds. Rhubarb plants can grow to be up to 4 feet wide and tall, so you should select a location that gives them enough room. This might not be too surprising once we get to the heart of the matter, but the left lung is slightly smaller than the right lung. Yes, the left lung is slightly smaller than the right lung to make room for, you guessed it, the heart. Look at you, you smarty. The Sahara Desert in northern Africa once had lush vegetation. Yes, the Sahara Desert was once covered in lush vegetation, a period known as the Green Sahara, which occurred between 11,000 and 5,000 years ago. This period is also called the African Humid Period. Fine dining originated in Paris, France during the 17th and 18th centuries. Chef Antoine Beauvillier opened the La Grande Taverne de Londres restaurant in 1782 and is considered the first fine dining establishment in Europe. He is credited with establishing key elements of fine dining, including a refined atmosphere, knowledgeable staff, and a curated wine selection. Thus, the concept of high cuisine was born in France. You probably learned about Jack the Ripper in your history lessons in grade school, and had a few nightmares about him too, perhaps. But did you know that in 2014, with the help of DNA analysis from one of his victims' shawls, Jack has been identified? His name is Aaron Kosminski. The serial killer was active in and around the impoverished Whitechapel district of London, England, in the autumn of 1888, killing 5 women. That means for nearly 125 years, Jack the Ripper remained a world-famous unsolved and unidentified mystery.
Would you believe that our brains are sometimes more active when we sleep, particularly during our deepest REM sleep? This increased activity is believed to be involved in memory consolidation, emotional processing, and other important brain functions. Maybe even more interestingly, if you're sleep-deprived, your body may try to catch up on REM sleep by entering it earlier and longer, a phenomenon known as REM rebound. This next one might seem a little far-fetched, but like every other fact here, it's true. A Swedish woman named Lena Paulsson, who lost her wedding ring 16 years prior, found it while she was pulling carrots from her garden. The ring was wrapped around, you guessed it, a carrot. She explained that she had taken the ring off before baking with her daughters in 1995 and misplaced it, likely tossing it out with the compost. She and her family searched for it extensively, even during renovations, but simply couldn't find it. Surprisingly, in 2011, while picking carrots, she found the ring. Talk about a diamond with a lot of carrots. Are you into heavy metal? All right, that's not exactly what I meant. In the vacuum of space, a phenomenon called cold welding occurs. Without atmospheric barriers or oxidized layers that we have on Earth, 2 clean surfaces of the same metal, when brought into contact, will bind together as if they were never separate. Surprised? This happens because the atoms cannot distinguish between the 2 surfaces, causing them to share electrons and form a single continuous metallic piece. This effect highlights the unique challenges of engineering in space, where the absence of Earth's familiar environment can lead to unexpected results. Did you ever think you were in one place, but were actually someplace else? Christopher Columbus did. He believed he had reached Asia upon landing in the Americas due to his miscalculation of the Earth's circumference. Yes, Columbus expected the East Indies to be much closer than they were. When he encountered the islands of the Caribbean, he thought they were part of Asia and mistook the indigenous people for Indians. Yeah. If it existed, GPS really could have helped him. Oh well. Did you know that green peppers are generally considered the immature stage of red peppers? In fact, all bell peppers, including red, yellow, and orange varieties, begin as green when they are young and unripe. As they mature on the plant, they typically change color to yellow, orange, or red. Therefore, a green pepper is simply a pepper that has been harvested before it has fully ripened. I mean, this makes complete sense, but besides Gordon Ramsay maybe, who knew? Tucked away in New Zealand's Nelson Lakes National Park, the Blue Lake, or Rotomerwenua, captivates adventurers with its astonishingly clear waters, said to be the clearest on Earth. It's been said that visibility can stretch up to half a mile or 80 meters, unveiling a stunning blue-violet brilliance born from its glacial origins.
As the song lyrics go, if you can make it there, you can make it anywhere. Broadway productions are big business and collectively gross over $1 billion annually, solidifying its status as a major economic and cultural force in New York City. And speaking of Broadway, the distinction between Broadway and off-Broadway isn't necessarily geographical, but based on theatre size. Broadway theatres have 500 or more seats, while off-Broadway theatres generally have fewer seats. The Sandwich is named after John Montagu, the 4th Earl of Sandwich, an 18th century English nobleman. He is said to have asked for his meat to be served between slices of bread so he could eat without interrupting his gambling games. The Symphony. What is it really? It's a musical composition for orchestra, which became a prominent genre during the classical period beginning in the mid-18th century. Composers like Haydn, Mozart, and Beethoven expanded the symphony's structure, complexity, and emotional depth, laying the foundation for future orchestral music. How's this for impressing ladies? Male monarchin birds perform a unique moonwalk-like dance to attract females, showcasing their agility and strength in the dense rainforests of Central and South America. The advent of digital technology in the late 20th century transformed the music industry. The introduction of CDs in the 1980s, followed by digital downloads and streaming services like iTunes and Spotify, significantly changed how music is produced, distributed, and consumed, making it more accessible to people around the world. Those were wicked fascinating, don't you agree? It's always our pleasure to give you the best content we can. Of course, your comments and suggestions are always appreciated. See you in the next video. Cheers.